Hey guys, Phil Harris here from beginnerdjlessons.com, and in this video I want to cover the tricky subject of how do you beat match a song that's got no intro drums. So there's a couple of songs out there that just come straight in with a vocal. How do you beat match that? Okay, so here's an example for you because we're going to get straight into it today. I've got the song In the Name of Love. It's a Dallas remix of the Martin Garrix song, and the song literally starts like this.
If I told you this was...
That's the intro. No intro drums, you've just got vocals. So, here is the answer. You want to find a part of the song that's got a solid drum beat, and you actually beat match using that part of the song. So, in this example, I just went straight to the end of the song, and you've got the outro drums, okay? Weird, the song's got outro drums, but no intro drums, right? But it happens sometimes. So the outro drums sound a bit like this. Then what you do is you would then use the outro drums and beat match from the outro drums of track A, and you'd use the outro drums of track B. Then when it gets to the end of those outro drums, you've set a cue point that you're going to smash right at the end. It's going to take people from the last beat, after the last beat of the last phrase of the song, straight to the first beat of the first phrase of the song, and it's just going to snap from the outro drums to the intro. It's going to kind of fool people into thinking they were the intro drums, okay? And the other reason why you do this is it kind of, during that beat matching phrase, or phase, it kind of teases the audience as to what song is coming as well. So it's good. It's good for you because it gets you kind of into the mentality of beat matching the one song into the next. And it's good for your audience because it kind of teases them into it. So let's do it. I'm going to show you the example now. Now, that is typically how you would do it. It kind of just made it sound a bit like those were the intro drums. But there's a part B to this video, and there's a certain reason why I chose these songs to give you this example. Because in the track I'm using, which is In the Name of Love, the first beat of the first phrase isn't really where the song starts. You notice I brought it in here?
Told you this was only gonna...
But everybody knows this song. The first two words are, if I told you. This is the first beat of the first phrase.
Told you.
But the song starts here.
If I told you.
So the song actually starts before the first beat of the first phrase. Now, to give you an example of why this would sound really odd, I'm actually just going to do the beat match again. I'm going to show you right at the end. If I bring it in where it says, if I told you, suddenly just sounds really odd, like I've skipped a beat or something. So have a listen and watch how it sounds odd if I bring it in with the word if I.
If I told you this was only gonna hurt, if I warned you.
Did you notice how that just didn't sound right? Because I added an extra beat to that phrase. It just didn't kind of feel right. Now, bear in mind, guys, if you were playing this live, most of the people watching are probably drunk and probably wouldn't notice. But as DJs, we know that phrases should go together. So, what do you do in a situation like this where there's a couple of words before the first beat of the first phrase of the song? Well, the answer is you're aware that it's coming, and you bring in the song whatever time early you need to. So we know in this example, it's one beat early, we need to bring in that song. So I'm going to do it one last time, and this time, right at the end, I'm going to bring in if I one beat early. And you'll notice this suddenly just sounds a lot more normal, and it just kind of flows better. So let's do it.
If I told you this was only gonna hurt.
So there you go, guys. I'm just going to do a really quick recap and play them right next to each other so you can see how the one sounded a lot better than the other. So this was example A.
If I told you this was only gonna hurt.
And this is example B, where the timings were perfect and the phrases lined up perfectly.
If I told you this was only gonna hurt.
And guys, I wanted to wrap up this video by saying that what I'm guessing most professional DJs would actually do in this situation is, rather than taking the outro drums and hitting cue points and stuff like that, most likely what they probably do is they take the song, put it into some music production software like Ableton, and they'll just take the outro drums and copy and paste them at the beginning of the song so they're all perfectly in phrase with each other. And then they'll just print that song. So when they go and play live, instead of remembering, oh, this is the song that doesn't have an intro, I'm going to have to use the outro drums, they would just have the version of the song that they printed with intro drums. That's what I'm guessing they would do, because if I'm honest, if I was playing out to a big audience and I was using this song a lot, that's exactly what I would do too. So there you go, guys. Now listen up. If you like this video and you want to know more about DJing, make sure you go and check out beginnerdjlessons.com, where I've got 3 courses: a beginner, intermediate and advanced course. This kind of stuff is taught more on my intermediate and my advanced course, so if you haven't already got those, make sure you go and check those out. And also, guys, if you're quite interested in what I was saying a second ago about throwing songs into Ableton and then rearranging them slightly to make it easier for yourself when you perform live, I've got a full course on Ableton at beginnerabletonlessons.com, where I'll teach you everything you need to know about doing mashups with your favorite songs, or even creating your full dance tracks from scratch and doing your own remixes. So if you're interested in doing that, go and check that out. Finally, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you leave a comment, like it, and subscribe for more weekly videos just like this, where I'm going to give you loads of tips and tricks on DJing, music production, and I do a load of DJ sets. So make sure you subscribe for those. Guys, I'll see you next week. Ciao!